What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. So in today's video, I'm going to be changing things around in my room, aka spring cleaning my room, but this is not it. So I'm starting right now, but we'll probably finish up a little bit later on in the month. It is currently the 3rd of December. It's a Tuesday and it's very late in the afternoon. Actually, it's in the evening because it's like 5:30 right now. I do first want to start off by moving everything that's on the shelves up there and on my books, and then unpacking the whole thing, because all of this basically. And that is because, sorry about that. That is because I'm moving it to this wall where my desk is, and I'm moving my desk to that wall. The reason that I have my desk here initially and that shelf over there is because the desk that I used to have had a very large wing, basically. Like, it was really L shaped. And this was the only orientation that made sense, because otherwise it would block the traffic to my wardrobe and I wouldn't be able to get into it. So I decided to put the desk here. So when I swapped out that old desk for this one that I have, I just never bothered to move things around in that manner. So now I've decided to move it back, also because the electricity outlet, is actually on the side. So I do have just an extension cord, just so I can plug in all my stuff in here. That's part of it. I just dropped something. I dropped my heater. Anyway, I need to move everything that side so that I don't have accidents anymore. I do have a lot of accidents where I'm not watching where I'm walking, and then I'll just trip over the cord and almost fall. One time I crashed into the wardrobe. Luckily it was open and I had a bunch of clothes on the ground. So I literally just fell on top of the clothes because I was unpacking my wardrobe. I was repacking it, so all the clothes were out. I was lucky. Okay? I was lucky. God was looking out for me. But I've decided that I'm not going to wait until tomorrow morning to get this done or to start on it. So what I'm doing is I'm shifting all of that. I'm moving all of that into my mother's dining room and the living room. I'm allowed to do that. She does not mind that. I'm going to do that, and I am really wanting to finish this by tomorrow latest, because I need to move all of that and move everything that's on my desk, which my desk is extremely packed, and then also things that are in plastic boxes under my desk, because I don't have a lot of storage in this room. Unfortunately, it's not enough for all the things that I have. And so yeah, I need to do all of that. I need to get all of that done. And I'm finally going to set up my desktop again after almost 2 years of not using my desktop. I think I want it back. It was so fun typing on my desktop. Even though I have a laptop, I like my desktop, okay? I like my desktop. I still prefer desktop over a laptop, and will forever want to have a desktop, even in my forever home in the future. If I ever move out of my mom's house, probably will. Even if I move and I leave the desktop here with my mom, obviously, I would like to have a desktop if I can, because I really enjoy having a desktop. Maybe it's because I was introduced to the computer when I was 3 years old. After months, was I three? No, I was four. After months of wanting to type on it and see my mom work on her computer, because my mom had a desktop back then, and I really, really wanted to work on a desktop. And I was 4 years old when she introduced me to it. She taught me to recognize all the letters on the keyboard. She didn't really teach me to type. She just taught me to recognize the letters, which I'd argue that's important. That's more important than knowing the correct way to type, I guess. So yeah, I'm very excited for that, and I'm very excited to show you guys and take you guys along. I have not vlogged in years at this point, I think, and I think this is exciting. I don't necessarily have the proper equipment. Like, I don't have my ring light anymore. I used to have a ring light, and then it broke and then I just never replaced it. And now I'm like, I should have replaced it, because I feel like this it would be perfect for this type of project, even if I wasn't using the light, Like right now I'm using the natural light because it's pretty bright outside. Even if I don't use the light, it would still be beneficial to use it as a tripod. So I don't know how this is gonna work, but first we're going to work on that. I actually want to change what I'm wearing because I'm wearing a dress and it's pretty short, and I don't want to flash you guys. So I'm probably going to change into something else, which I don't want to change, but I want to do it for you guys, so I don't flash you guys. Let's get to it. Yeah, so it is a couple of minutes later. I've changed into pants and a t-shirt, which I feel so much better about. But now I'm going to use one of these, a wash basin, and a swivel chair that is broken. Should I lift it up? Almost like this one, but this one does not have a back anymore. So this is what it's looking like. I'm going to use these two to transport things to the living room. I've discovered this hack back in 2021 when my mom and I moved back here to this house. We moved us on a Sunday, and the Monday my mom had work and I didn't have school or anything. So I had to unpack things on my own, and a lot of our things were sitting in the garage. Some were sitting in the living room, and I had to move things in to the kitchen, to this room, to my mom's bedroom, to my bedroom. It was a lot of work, but I used this technique with a different thing, not with this. I used this technique to move things around, and that was so much easier. And ever since then, I've just been doing it. Every time I need to clean this room, at least 2 or 3 times a year, I take everything out so we can move the furniture. Actually, 4 times a year. Actually, I move everything out of there so we can clean behind that. Not even just behind, even below it. And so I'm going to do that right now. I'm kind of dreading it, but I'm also excited to have my desk back there. I've always had a desk back there since I was in high school. But now in high school, I actually didn't have a proper desk. I had one of those kitchen tables. I had an old kitchen table that was no longer in use. I had it in here and I did my homework here throughout my, I want to say 9, 10, and 11. And then, oh no, up until grade 11, I had my desk here, actually, where this one is. But when I was in matric, I moved it to there, and I liked that space much, much better. It was more comfortable. It was, I liked it. I just liked it. And I hope I like it too again this time because I honestly don't like sitting here. The only thing that I like about sitting here is behind me there's all those books, so whenever I get bored I can look back around, swivel around, and pull out a book or something, which I haven't done in months. But the background will still be very similar, except the wardrobe will no longer be, this is my left hand side, the camera's just inverted right now, but the wardrobe will no longer be on this side, it will be on my right hand side, and you guys will probably get more of the door than you will the wardrobe, which I don't know if I like that. But I like the desk. I don't know if I like that part. Oh well, it's fine. It's not a chain smash. I'm going to get started. And first things first, I'm going to move the actual books that are on the shelves and take those out. Or maybe I should move the printer. I should move the printer in those boxes before I move the books, shouldn't I? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm going to put on a headscarf for the dust. My head is already looking absolutely terrible. So I'm going to put on a headscarf to try and protect my head from all the dust because I feel like it'll be really itchy. I don't know. I imagine it would be if I got the dust on it. I don't know. Let's try it out. So we're gonna get started and I'll keep you guys updated. I don't, like I said, I don't have anything to prop the camera on, the phone on. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult. But I'll keep you guys updated. something about me is that I will always buy secondhand books. What's happening with that? Something about me is that I will always buy secondhand books. So the only books on my shelf right now, hold on, let's just double check, that were bought brand new are this Hannah Montana book that I got probably back in 2010, 2009 maybe, and this one that I got in 2013. Yeah, 2013 or 2014, I don't remember. I did not write the date. I don't know when I got this book, but I got this brand new. And those are the only two books that I got brand new. Oh wait, actually I got this one brand new as well. The Magic BC Tree. Everyone in my grade 3 class, shout out to Miss Mills, got this book. I can't remember how much we paid. Was it like 20 rand, 30 rand, something like that? Less than 50 rand. We all paid that money and we got this book. The author was someone that the teacher knew, and we all got this book. It was a fun book. I like it. And then I got this book as a gift from someone I was in class with in uni, and I appreciate this book. This book is actually great. It's called Reconstructing Natalie, and it is about a girl who gets breast cancer and her journey through that, and sort of living her own life and becoming, basically. I like this book. Anyway, I'm not talking about books right now. Everything else was bought secondhand. I think the most expensive secondhand book that I got here was probably this one, because it says 40 right there, but I think I paid like 70 rand for it, or 80. And this was the most expensive book. Every other book was like 50 rand, 40 rand. Others came in a set, like these ones. I think I paid 150 for all of these. And these are the Hunger Games. I've read the Hunger Games before, but they were not mine. I borrowed them from a friend in high school, and shout out to that friend, because he's the one who made me want to have books, because they had so many books at their house. And then another set that I got is the After series. I have all 5 books, and this set was the most expensive set that I got. I think I paid most expensive. These books over here. Oh, it's the sun. I'm like, what's happening with number 7? But these books over here are encyclopedias, obviously, that my aunt, they actually belong to my aunt, but her granddaughter, who is now 17, used to tear the pages. So she was like, please keep them for me. And I was like, okay, sure. And I've just always had them, and she's not interested in them, so I'm just going to keep them. I did have my books packed right in front of them, so you couldn't even see them. But I also need to move those, and those are really heavy. These are my least favorite things to move around because they're so heavy. Yes, I kind of packed them this way so I could put other things on top of them, because there's so much happening in the cupboards, and that's the job I dread more than these. Alright, y'all, so I'm back and I'm seated right now because I'm done with the top 2 shelves, and now I'm coming to the cupboard. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections on this cupboard besides the open shelves that are on top, right? Actually, it's one shelf. The top is just the top that I put things. The 3 at the bottom, I can get away with not unpacking them because it's just a couple of books. They'll probably be heavy, but I can easily move them because it's closed in the back. This side, however, is not closed in the back because this used to be for a television. This is real old. This is like from the 90s or the 80s, I think. Let me show you. I'm working with, right? You close this. This used to be for a television set. So you would close the television in there and you could lock it, and you had to open it up in order to watch your television. But I have a bunch of things in here, things that I'm using, things that I'm not using. I have my laptop in there. I haven't used that in a couple of days, and yeah, I just need to. I can't. It's so overwhelming. I find it so overwhelming to have to unpack this, because this is also the part where nothing is really truly organized. Like, in my mind, it's organized. I know what's happening where, but it's also now become a mess. Organized mess, but mess nonetheless. So it's kind of overwhelming having to unpack this part. And I always start with the laptops, just put them aside where I'm not going to interfere with them for a while until this whole thing is unpacked. And then once the whole thing is unpacked, I will move the laptops to, a lot of the times I move it to the living room by the television, because I respect the television, even though it's broken now, but I respect the television. So I like to put my laptops where the television is. I like to put them where the television is because I know I'm not going to touch them. But yeah, yikes. This is so much. Luckily, I also got like a new set of shelves, so I can easily organize more of the things that are in here in those shelves. I think someone's knocking. So I got up to go open the door for my mom, and I've been gone for almost 2 hours at this point. What time is it? It's 7:42. Okay, it's not been 2 hours, but it's been more than an hour. I did finally clear the shelves, and I sat down and had some dinner with my mom. Not even dinner, as a snack. Um, Now I need to do my desk. It is very messy. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's like an ice cream tub with a bunch of stationery things. There's a yogurt tub with pencils. No, the other one has pens. That one has paintbrushes, and then there's coloring pencils over there, and another one with coloring pencils. I don't have a lot of storage things, so I'm using those tabs to organize my stationery. I actually want drawers. That's what I want. I want proper drawers, like a desk with drawers. The desk that I have does not have drawers. So if I could find like a little unit with a bunch of drawers, that'd be so cool, because there's a bunch of my stationery that I think I genuinely do not need on my desk because I don't use it a lot. Like my coloring pencils, I probably use them like once every blue moon. And I have like 4 sets of pencils in there. They don't need to be on there, but there's nowhere else for them to go because there's barely any space, any storage space in here. But oh well, I'm gonna stick with those for now. See if I can get some drawers a little bit later on. Preferably something that's going to fit under the desk, because I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy something that's going to need extra space. There's already very little floor space in this room, and I really don't want something that's going to take up more floor space than necessary. But oh well. I've just been doing that. I've also been on YouTube and TikTok listening to a lot of stories. I'm such an addict for Reddit stories. I love listening to like Reddit stories. They are so riveting. And I don't think I'm associating them with real life things, even though a lot of them are real life. Some of them are fake, I guess. Some of them are AI, especially the ones that are recorded on those TikToks and YouTube videos. But I'm enjoying them. I'm enjoying them. I don't take joy in people's misery, but I really enjoy listening to those. Um, I'm kind of feeling a little demotivated right now. But I do need to clear my desk. It is looking so messy because I was painting the other day, and this morning I was finishing off something. So there's like a bunch of newspapers and things that came from here, small things that came from this shelf that I put on there. So it is looking like a big fat mess over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear everything. Luckily, I don't need to be careful of anything. There's a few glass jars, but the glass jars are very small. So I'm going to put them in another little wash basin. I'm just going to put everything on my desk in this wash basin over here. It's not too big, but there isn't really that many things on the desk that it would need anything bigger. And once that is done, actually, that's like half the job done, if I'm being totally honest. Because then from here, I'm just going to move my laundry basket, my shoe thing, and then a few boxes in here, my shelf. And that sounds like a lot. The things I'm saying, I'm just going to move it sounds like a lot, but it's not nearly as overwhelming as my desk right. I think I'm just being overwhelmed by it because it never looks this bad. This is the first time that it's looked this bad in a while, and I'm just like horrified. So we're going to do that. I don't have an overhead light. My mom took out the globe for the dining room since that globe died and I just forgot to replace it. I'm too lazy to try and replace it now, so I have my little lamp going over there. I'm tired. I don't want to do this right now. But I have to do it. I got to do it. Anyhow, I'm stop wasting time. I do have something that I was listening to just before I started talking to y'all. I think I'm going to use that as my motivation. I can listen to that and do that because I'm always looking for things to do while I listen to these stories because I can't just sit idly and do nothing while I listen to them. And I don't want to play games. I actually deleted games. I have spent, I want to say, the past 2 weeks playing games so much. My screen time went up by, I want to say, 4 hours on average. Yeah, the average went up by 4 hours because I was spending that much time playing games. And it was like stupid games. Okay, they were not stupid. I like them, but unnecessary. Maybe they were necessary at the time because I really needed to get my mind off of things. But I deleted them because I'm like, I'm bored now. I played this for too long. It's kind of boring. It's mind numbing now. It was fun and exciting in the beginning, but I got to level 100 on one of them. I actually downloaded like 5 different games as soon as the academic year ended, and with one game I got to level 100 and something, and another I got to like 98, I think, and with another one I got pretty far. It's just the levels are not very distinct, but I got pretty far. And then the other two I kept. I still got pretty far. With the other one I'm on like level 900 and something, but I like that game, so I'm keeping it. And the other one I'm only on level 40 something, and I'm also keeping it because there's so much more happening than just there's so much happening in the game. So I just deleted the others and they've been time consuming. So I'm going to see how far I get if I need to delete the other two, but I feel like I'm going to need those other two for the December holidays because my December holidays are pretty bland, like all the time. There's barely anything to do. I might stick with those two. Normally I'm playing like 6 different games at a time during December holidays, and I think this is going to be the first time that I only have only 2 if I'll keep them. But now I also have more hobbies and I'm actually feeling up for my hobbies. I think last year, December, I did not want to see a single paintbrush. I did not want to see a single palette. And now I'm excited to try different things, even though it costs so much money to get canvases. But I'm up for it. And I'm up for it. I've been rambling. I'm going to stop talking. I finally cleared everything. It is, let's check the time, 9:15, and this day has been punctuated by little talks with my mom here and there, and I want to show you guys how messy this room is. We listen, we don't judge, but you're free to judge this room because it's looking bad. You're free to judge this place. I shudder to think what could be below here because I tried to pull out something that fell behind here, and so many dust bunnies came out, which is fair, I guess. We've just gotten over one of the more windy seasons, and my window lets in a lot of dust, unfortunately. So I'm expecting a lot of dust bunnies because I'm also unable to get over behind this thing because of all the amount of things that are in here that will fall off if I try to move it. In my next life, no, not even in my next life, in the next couple of years, months maybe, I want a shelf that is bolted to the wall or can easily be moved, because this one, unless I want to unpack and repack things every 2 weeks or so, it can't move. It can't move. But yeah, I'm gonna have to move this myself now. I don't like that. But I think first I'm gonna move the table out because I don't know. I don't know if I want to move the table out first. This would be so much easier if I had a sibling. But then again, if I had a sibling, I wouldn't have this room. So, but it would be easy if I had someone to help. My mom is busy with her schoolwork. She's a teacher. She's busy with her work. I don't expect her to come in and help. Unless I really can't move this thing, I'm going to have to ask her just to help me move it out and move it back in. But Miss Independent trying to do it on her. I don't like being Miss Independent, by the way. I'm in the market for a son-in-law for my mother because I could just have them help me with this. But I'm an only child and that's it. That's all I get. It's either I do it or nobody does it. I'm dreading this. Let's do it. I moved the shelf out successfully. This outlet over here is the reason why I need my desk this side, because I'm tired of having to deal with the extension cord going across my room. So now the extension cord will be by the desk and I won't risk falling. If I fall after this, it'll be because I'm clumsy.
Usually it's something that moves.
Down there. We're going to take this time to say that as much as I appreciate the broomstick, this definitely gives you better access to everything. This I find cleans the baseboards so much better than the broomstick, and I never thought I'd swear by this, but now I swear by this. I'm only 26. Let me carry on. We are coming out victorious. So the desk has finally been moved. I did that all on my own. I've never had to move furniture on my own before, and I'm pretty proud of myself. Alright, y'all. It is much later. It is 11:45, and I mopped twice. Didn't show that because I was tired. Then I went and ate with my mom and lazed around for like 45 minutes, almost an hour. Oh, sorry about that. For almost an hour. I'm exhausted. But I need the shelf to come back in here. So behind here, it's going to be the shelf. And I'm kind of over this day. I feel like I want to pick up the shelf. I can't stand it in the hallway like that. Let's fix that. Right now, it is 1:15 in the morning. It's December 4th. It's our auntie's birthday. I'm going to text her later today. Anyway, so I've made a lot of progress. The shelf is back in now, and for now I've got. Oh, you can't even see it. Hold on. For now I've got that small shelf that had the lamp in that corner over there. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it there, but I think for now we're just gonna keep it there and have that be my junk drawer. I don't know. We'll see that. We'll see what happens. And right now, I have packed some things actually. I've repacked some things. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna tell you. This is what it's looking like so far. All those bottom drawers are all done. And then up here, I've got these. There are some books missing. They're in a different room. And my mom's kind of blocking the way. And then I'm packing in the encyclopedias. At first, they used to be on this side, right? On this side of the shelf when I was back here. But now I'm putting them on this side. And the reason I'm putting them on this side is because I don't want them closest to the door. Closest to the door, I want my beautiful, gorgeous books. Here, I want the encyclopedias. And right in front of the encyclopedias, of course, is going to be more of my... So that I do have small collection of books, and by small I mean I think I have like 50 books or so, and it is enough to block out the encyclopedias because I kind of need the encyclopedias, and I feel like if I had the encyclopedias out it would give the room too much of a formal look, and that's not what I'm going for. I don't want it too formal in here. I want to feel like I'm coming home. I don't want to feel like, oh, I'm coming to work. I need to be in a suit. I need to be in heels or like formal shoes. So yeah, I'm really exhausted and I'm babbling a lot. I've been talking for 3 minutes at this point, but yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I don't know if I'm going to take a break for tea right now or later on. I almost have tea, but I feel like if I have tea, I can't drink coffee at this point or like caffeinated tea. However, something caffeinated would be good because if I drink it, then I'll have this burst of energy and then I'll sleep well. Caffeinated naps slash sleep is wonderful. But yeah, I'm gonna pack those encyclopedias. I don't have the energy to be vlogging that part. I skipped so many things, so many steps that you guys did not see, but I think I'm just going to put away those encyclopedias and then I will update you guys. I don't think I'm going to finish everything tonight. I'm too tired for this. But also, my mom's still working. A part of me is motivated to stay until she goes to bed. Because I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. She has to go. I don't have to go anywhere. So that's good. Oh, I'm going to pack the encyclopedias. Maybe I'll let you guys see that. Let's see. See what we do. Well done. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. These things are heavy. So I am filming the outro because yesterday I was too tired to do it. I did move the furniture around. The window's now on my left instead of my right hand side, and this is now in its proper position, and I have not been tripping on a cord running across the room, which is good. But I'm going to be finishing this vlog right here. I did pack books back last night and a couple of things. Actually, the whole thing is packed because I packed even these back up there, but now they're empty because I've been emptying things out. I thought it's the perfect time to do it. But I'm going to be ending this vlog right here because this is as much as I can handle without getting overwhelmed. However, I will be updating you guys on how far I am with reorganizing my room, because that was never on display and now it's on display. I like that. I love that there. That was such a good idea. And I put it up there because I was just trying to get it out of the way, but I really like it up there, so I'm going to keep it up there. I will update you guys. I don't know if I'm going to be vlogging all of the mess that I have made right now, because I made a big fat mess to try and get rid of some things, which I have a lot of things that I needed to throw out and things that were not very organized that I think I can reorganize better. So I'm going to be using those bins again up there to reorganize all of this. And I also want to organize that over there. Hold on. Organize this thing. Yes, that's fine. I just organized that. I want to organize this because it was organized differently. The beginning, there used to be a bunch of like paintbrushes and stationery stuff and some boxes that were up there that were okay. They were okay up there. However, I do want to see if I can make it better also because I have a shelving unit now. I have this shelving unit now. I have two of them. However, I'm only using one. I was initially using both of them in my bedroom. However, my old nightstand that I used to have with my two beds, my mom does not want in her room. She doesn't have nightstands and she doesn't really like that one. There's a lot of storage, she's storing a lot of things. She's like, I can't do these many things in my room. It's a bunch of like extra cosmetics, like hair stuff and more lotion and deodorant and all these things. We all put them in there, like toothpaste, all the extras, basically all the things that we use, all the extras that we have, we put them in there. She's like, I don't want this in my room. I was like, there's nowhere else for them to go, so I'm going to keep it in my room, so I can't use that as a nightstand anymore. But I'm really happy to have it there because there's so much space to pack things away, and my desk is going to look much neater. And because I bought a new cable, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the VGA cable, the blue one, for my desktop. I get to have my desktop back on my desk, so it's gonna be lovely to pack other things on there so that my desk is clearer, so I can have my monitor here, my desktop on here, and maybe just maybe one stationary organizer for the bare necessities. And I'm just gonna take it from there. I'm so excited for this room. I will either show you vlog me reorganizing, or I will give like a little bit of a room tour. If I do a room tour though, if I do an office tour, let me call it that. But is it an office though? Because I think it's my studio, it's my office, it's also my glam room. Glam room. I don't know what I'll do, but you guys will have to just stick around and see. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are.